Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Joel.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Megan. Hi. I'm Petey. I'm Aunt Becky.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
Hi, Goose.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see ya. So far, today is looking like a beautiful one. I can see blue skies, which, whoo, that makes me excited. Also, something else that happened yesterday, we got some rain. Yes, last night we got a nice soaking rain. It didn't amount to much, but it was a slow soaking rain that I know everything appreciated. Now, it's definitely not enough rain. We need more, but we'll take anything we can get. As you guys know, first things first, we gotta get this farm market all set up. So that's what I'm gonna get started with this morning. We just got finished setting up the farm market, and Dad is now back from the wholesaler, and Dad's making sure we've got a good start to our morning. Yeah, he's making sure it's great. So our first job is getting the truck unloaded, and a stack of potatoes fell over. He didn't tell me about this. He said this morning was gonna be great. I don't think this is what he meant. So now that the farm market's all set up, we gotta get our truck unloaded and get everything moved into the cooler. The stack of potatoes was too tall, stacked already. So we were gonna have to take some off the top. I would have preferred if they were not on the ground. However, we won't talk about it. But we did get the other potatoes pulled into the cooler, and now we're getting this stack of potatoes pulled in. We have 2 more pallets of stuff that needs to be moved in and a few boxes, so we're gonna get that taken care of. This is the last pallet of stuff that we've needed to move in. And once we get this unloaded, we're on to our next job. Now, I'm not sure what all needs to be accomplished today. I do know we have a very big job, which Joel is getting everything set up for. We don't have to worry about watering anything outside today because we did get that nice rain last night. So back here at the farm, we only have a few things we need to worry about in the greenhouses, which is a good deal for us. I just got finished watering all of the greenhouses. It only took about 25 minutes. There just isn't that much in these greenhouses anymore, and we've been moving everything out. I'm not done watering just yet. I do have to get our wagon taken care of, and this is kind of what Joel's working on too. He is getting our transplanter all set up for planting peppers today, and I want to make sure these peppers get a good drink before we start planting. Say hi, Joel. Hey, Callie. Nice boots.
Oh my goodness. Can I have that? Thank you. Here, you can have it back. You can have it back.
Bye, Callie. Say bye.
Bye.
All finished with watering the wagon, so I took our hose and put it into the tank. We're gonna try and move a little quicker than normal, so we're gonna keep the tank filled. That way when we come back from planting, we can just fill the tanks right back up. Now, when it comes to the animals, there were a lot of people that were concerned about them when it came to the smoke. And not only were you guys concerned, but we were concerned as well, just because if it's gonna affect humans, well, it's gonna affect the animals. Thankfully, all of our animals seem to have no problems. I did hear about some people having issues, but for us, we did not have any problems, which makes us very, very happy. I mean, the animals are a part of the family here. We gotta take care of them. We just got the chickens fed. We also got all of the eggs collected. While we were doing that, Dad got the cattle all taken care of, so that means the animals are done for the morning. Uh-oh, this cow's trying to escape. How'd you get yourself locked in there?
Daniel did it.
We had some larger cattle getting into an area where they weren't supposed to be, so we had to fix up the fence a little bit, but now we're good to go.
Start planting the jalapenos, and then go to the hot cherry, and then to the long hots, and then from there to bell.
So we have everything on the wagon, and we also have some stuff in the greenhouses yet, and then that's the end of the peppers, right?
Yes, that's the end of the peppers. There is still some bell peppers here up across the road that need to be loaded up when we get the last wagon load.
tried to put a little air in the tire of the wagon. Now that we're all set and ready to go, we're on our way back to the field. And Daniel already beat us there. He took the planter back. I don't know, Joel, you ready to start planting peppers again today?
I am.
Oh, it's gonna be a good day. Look at those tomatoes, looking good. I don't have anything get close to falling off, do I?
Is the toad still on there?
I don't know if the toad's still on there. As you can see, this is the crew that we have. Dad is working on some other things, so it's gonna be myself, Joel, and Daniel. I quickly wanted to show you the peppers that we had planted last. They look a lot better than the planting that we did before. These peppers in front of me and to my right never had to go without water, and it's obvious by looking at them that they've really enjoyed that. Now, if we move up a little bit further, these peppers were planted much earlier than these peppers, but they didn't have access to water as early on. So they don't look as nice, but they were rooted a little bit earlier, which will allow them to grow once we get some warmer weather here. And as you guys can see, we're not dealing with all that smoke today, which makes it a lot nicer and a lot easier for these plants to enjoy the sunlight. Right here. Oh, I found him. There's the toad. He stayed on the wagon. There he is. Look at that. What's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good day. Take care, buddy. Get going. Off the peppers. Hey, enjoy your new home. The rain that we got last night really soaked in. It wasn't too much rain, but it was enough to get the job done. We can just look at the ground and see the difference from the amount of moisture that we have. It's gonna be very beneficial, and it's gonna help these plants that we're putting in today. Why is there an old banana peel on the planter? That's a lot of hot chocolate. Yeah, it is. I don't think we need too many because the rows are shorter. All right, everyone, the first thing we're gonna be transplanting today is jalapenos. Now, we only have 3 trays of these because we've planted everything else already. This is what we had left inside the greenhouse. We felt like this was a perfect opportunity to get them planted. And I would consider this second planting of these hot peppers. We do have some earlier stuff put into the soil. Even though these are a little advanced, they still have to get acclimated to the soil in the field, which they will do eventually. It just takes peppers a little bit of time. So we're gonna continuously go through and plant our hot peppers. Joel, if you were to share to everybody at home, what is it like planting peppers on the back of this machine? What is it like?
Okay, well, at first it's a bit of an interesting way that you get down. You feel like you're really low to the ground. It feels definitely unique when it comes to sitting here. Depending on the day, today is a pretty nice cloudy day, but the back of your neck can get burned from the sun, so make sure you got sunscreen on or a big hat. As for planting the peppers, so long as you've got nice loose soil and water that is in the hole, when you are planting the pepper, it plants nice and easy, sinks right in. You can almost feel the roots grab and hold of the new soil. You do get covered in a lot of dirt and water on your lap, byproduct of the trays. So you definitely get dirty doing this job. You also get wet doing this job. So long as everything's running good and the person driving the planter knows what they're doing, this job's pretty smooth, more meticulous than anything.
If I had to mention the #1 thing we have to watch out for, that is making sure the plants are pushed far enough into the soil. Because it can trick you. Just because it feels like soft doesn't mean the plant is getting down into the soil. So we do have to use a little bit of effort to make sure these plants get pushed down in so that they can get the best start possible. Because if we do not get them pushed in, once this water dries up, the roots will be exposed and then the plant will thus die, which is a lost profits for us, and it's ultimately a waste of time. Nobody wants a waste of time, especially when you're on the farm. Go up the hill.
Make sure your legs aren't down. Oh crap.
We lost something precious! Get back here quick! Going in! We're coming in hot!
Oh no! We were able to go out and back with the planter, and we still have our tanks half full, which is exciting because the ground is saturated. It doesn't use near as much water with the planter. So hopefully we can make another trip out and back on this tank of water. But to do that, we're gonna need more plants, so we're gonna get loading up.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go around.
Andrew, flip that one around.
Oh, I messed up.
Come on, Andy.
I'm sorry, guys.
You had one job.
I'm sorry. can see as I'm transplanting here, I take right at the base of the roots and I push down with my fingertips. That makes sure that the roots are pushed down into the soil and that I'm not breaking the stem of the plant. I don't really have to worry about the roots too much at where I'm pushing, but if I was pushing on the stem itself, well, I run the risk of breaking the plant in half, which, well, kills the plant. So we don't want that. That's why I push on the roots mostly. We have exciting news. Joel, tell them what we just finished off.
We just finished planting the hot cherry. We're moving on to long hots.
Woohoo! We just got another round of peppers done. We only have a few more long hots on the machine. We have a little bit of water left in the tanks. So we're gonna try and go out one more time and then head back home because one, we need to fill up the tanks, and two, it's almost lunchtime. I don't know if this is a sign of things to come, but it is starting to drizzle. We are hoping for rain. I would prefer not to get rained on while I'm planting, but I think we need the rain more than I would care about it raining on me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, good. So Joel and I are gonna get back to planting. I have a little update for you. We just finished off our 5th row of peppers, and with that 5th row of peppers, that is the last of the hot peppers. So all our hot peppers for the year have been planted. Now we do still have some sweet peppers, but as we mentioned before, we ran out of water and it's lunchtime. So we're gonna head back to the farm, load up with the rest of our peppers, get some lunch, and then start planting again this afternoon. Alrighty, let's see what we are having for lunch today. Ooh, it looks like we're having sausage patties. Grammy made potato cakes too, what? We would have made it in a little bit sooner, but we had to clean our boots off. They were pretty muddy. You don't want to be tracking that through the store. We are all done with lunch. Before we head back out there, we're gonna grab our planter. We also needed a shovel because we had some rows of mulch blow up. So we'll have to fix that while we're back there. I do think we need to grab some plants out of the germination greenhouse, and then once we grab those plants, we'll be ready to go. We have our bell peppers in here. The variety is called Regulator. We have these 4 trays here. Then we have some trays up at the top.
Excuse me, Andrew. How many trays are there? Recount.
How many trays we grabbing?
Oh, there's only 4 there.
Oh.
In the greenhouse, we're picking up a variety of bell peppers called Regulator. We had a few trays right here. And we also have some up here at the top. We're gonna be moving all those onto the planter. They are a little on the smaller side. We had some trouble with the seed, but they should do fine out in the field. We've made our way back out to the field. Now, before we start planting, we are gonna work on fixing up this row of mulch down here. Sometimes when you're laying the mulch, it doesn't throw enough soil onto the side and it pulls the mulch off of the row, like what we have right here. However, now we're gonna go through with the shovel and try and put some soil on the side so that it will stop getting blown off. Now, this obviously isn't an ideal situation. You'd prefer for the mulch layer to do all this work, but sometimes it depends on the way the layer was going, depends on how much grade there is in the field. Yeah, sometimes it just pops off. I don't know what it is.
Andrew, make sure you grab your seat.
Planter is all set and ready to go. We got all of our mulch fixed. We're ready to get back to planting peppers. Joel pulls the last 2 trays off the wagon, that is the rest of the peppers we have. Now, we do have some stuff that is still at home, but everything that we brought on the wagon is now on this planter. I don't know. Do you think we should just try and plant the rest of the plants on here anyway? It's the last of the bell. Yeah, we'll plant out. Trying to figure out what we want to do. We have no more plants on the wagon, but we're also running low on water here in our transplanter. I think we'll have enough to finish off the plants that we have on the transplanter, but if not, it's not really that big of a deal. We can always go home for more water. But we've been making great progress when it comes to planting today. This has become too normal of a thing, having to put my chair back on. I'm already getting used to it. So there's a few reasons why we like this transplanter that we're using. One of the most important things is that it can add water as we plant, which is super helpful for plants to get that start that they really need. Another thing is these water wheels, they always space the plants out evenly. And if we can space our plants out evenly, well, that leads to less disease and less issues later on. Now, when it comes to transplanting, some people might wonder if we add anything to the water. We do not. You could always add fertilizer. There would be nothing wrong with that, but we don't add fertilizer when we're transplanting out into the fields. We will usually add fertilizer before we lay our mulch. And there's plenty of reasons why we love this planter, but one of the most important ones is that you can actually move pretty quickly, especially when you have two people working together. Now, we do have the single row and the double row that we will transplant. It doesn't really matter which one you're doing. You can go a little faster with the single row, but the double row works out great for things like peppers.
You can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 rows planted. 5 to go.
The only peppers we have left at home are Italianelle and Cubanelle peppers, and that will finish off the entirety of our pepper planting, which is a crazy feeling. I'm always so excited when it gets here, and then it just blows right by us. We got a little bit of an issue. The wagon disconnected from the side-by-side. Almost went down over the hill into the pond. Joel saved it. Good job, Joel. Proud of you.
He used my right arm.
Yep, he used his arm. His right arm, too. Kind of insane. But we're gonna get the Italianelle, or the Italian sweet peppers, loaded onto the planter, and then the Cubanelle. 65% chance of rain. We like those on.
You know what that also means?
There is
35% chance it's not going to rain.
All the Italianelle have now been transplanted. The last few peppers on the wagon are Cubanelle, and then we will be done. And we got someone extra out here with us. Petey came to join us. How you doing today, Petey?
I'm doing good.
Something else you'd notice if you were looking around, those are storm clouds. There is a good chance that we could be getting some rain. And let me tell you, the wind is picking up, which are all good signs. I gotta move my chair out of the way. I just keep leaving my chair around, you know? Good news, good news. We just got finished planting with peppers. And if you can listen, you hear that noise? That is rain hitting the mulch. I don't know about you, but I feel like that is a big, big reward for getting our peppers finished today. I mean, everything looks great out here, but now we're gonna be working our way home because I do not want to be out in the rain. And we're off. I probably should have put the windows up on the side-by-side, but
hang on.
Yeah, roll them up for me. Oh, wow, look at that. I was telling them this is like a reward for getting all the peppers planted, this rain.
Can't think of anything better. We just finished planting peppers. We're done for the day. Now it's raining. Perfect.
Not only are we done for the day, Joel, but we are done with peppers for the year. Oh! Yeah! Woo! Yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Second cutting of hay is getting its needed drink.
I think you and I are getting a drink sitting up front here. Just got the wagon parked and I checked the forecast. It looks like we're gonna be getting more rain. Pretty exciting. Speaking of exciting, has anything exciting happened with you lately?
I got engaged.
Oh, nice job, Daniel. High five.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're proud of him. We just spent some time grading eggs, so that is all taken care of. And we got the animals fed for the night. So we are all done with the animals. We're all done with our chores for the day.
Who's that?
3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Woo-hoo-hoo! Farm market is now closed up. Everything has been moved into the cooler, which means we're now heading up to the house for the night. We have made it up to the house, everybody, and as you can see, there is no dinner on the table. That's because it's date night, and that means this is where we're gonna end the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.